Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and today's video is actually going to be my week 3 check-in for my October budget. If you guys would have seen last week's video, you guys would know that these are the amounts that I have left over. And now we're going to go ahead and just move on to the monthly section. If you guys are new, you guys probably don't know this, but this planner that I use for my budgets is the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. I've been using it now for about 2 months. I started using this planner in August, and I really like it. I really like the amount of pages that it has because it fits with everything that I track for my budget. I don't have a whole budget setup video. If you guys would like to see a budget setup video, do let me know. Comment down below. I did have someone ask me for it, but if more people want to see it, I'll go ahead and make a whole video showing you guys my whole budget planner setup, because I know I never did that just because I've recently been seeing what it is that I use for my budget planner and what it is that I don't. So it's still a work in process, as is my social media planner. I know some of you guys want to see that as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing those setups, then do let me know. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, so this is all the expenses that I had for this week. And as you guys know, in week 3, I'm going to be tracking the 14th until the 20th. So that is from the Sunday until the Saturday. Sometimes I count it from Sunday to Saturday. Sometimes I count it from Monday through Sunday. It just depends how many days and how many weeks are in the month. I know someone is asking me about that, but it just depends on how many weeks the month has. And since October does have 5 weeks, I just decided to separate them week by week, from Sunday through Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first category that I have for my weekly check-in, eating out. And for eating out, I have a couple of entries. I have Food for Less. I actually did go grocery shopping to Food for Less. And if you guys follow my regular Instagram, I don't know how many of you actually follow my Instagram that watch my budget planning videos, but it was in collaboration with Kroger. So they sponsored a National Heritage Month post for me, and I decided to cook a Peruvian dish. If you guys didn't know, I am Peruvian. I decided to cook tallarines verdes. So I made a whole post about it, and I even showed it on my story how I made it. I usually love doing sort of cooking with Minas. That's just what I've done that for a couple years now on my Instagrams or Snapchats. So I went shopping at Food for Less for all those things, as well as I got a couple of snacks for myself. So that was $22.81. Then I did go to Beach Walk, which is at school, and that was $8.46. I do actually have nothing but food expenses here. I ate Chick-fil-A on Thursday, and that was $10.22, as well as I went to Target for some more groceries. I know I did get some snacks, as well as I think I bought some cereal that day, and that was $13.28. So altogether for my eating out / groceries expenses, I spent $54.77. So I'm going to put this right here, $54.77, and I did have, as you guys can see, $112.87 left. So I'm just going to subtract that from that, and now I have left over $58.10. $58.10. Now, I think even though I have 2 weeks left, I think I should be a-okay with the $58.10. As you guys can see, the week prior to that, I only used $29.15, and the week prior to that, I only used $7.98. So I don't usually eat out as much because, like I've said before, I eat at home. My parents end up cooking most of the times, and I think it's just budget friendly for me to just eat at home instead of eating out so much when I'm out, except when I have to. So I think I should be fine with the $58.10 for the rest of the month. I know I'm actually going to a birthday brunch today, which is Sunday, the day that I'm filming this, but it won't count until next week. So I think I should be fine if I go to brunch. And usually my eating out days, as you guys can see, is on Tuesdays. as you guys can see from the whole Tuesday section. And the reason being is because I'm at school from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. So I definitely don't have time to either be carrying my food all day, just because it just wouldn't be good by the time I would have time to eat it. So my eating out days are on Tuesdays usually, sometimes Thursdays. It just depends. But I think I should be fine with the 15:10, like I said. Next, for gas, I don't have an input this week. I'm going to go ahead and check off the food. So check this off, check this off, and this two off too. And this way I know that I already tracked them and I don't get confused. I don't have, like I said, an entry for gas, and that makes me really happy because, as you guys know, I only have $21.88 left for my gas. I'm gonna put this right here too because I didn't get any gas. I still do think that I will be over gas just because I have 2 weeks left of October, but like I've said before, I think it's totally fine because I've been doing this kind of trial and error thing with my gas, adding a little bit more money just because as the months have gone by, I've been having to drive even more. Just because in the beginning of my budget experience, I wasn't going to school, but now I'm going to school. It is my last semester in college and I'm going to work as well, so just those two things take up a lot of gas. So I don't want to stress myself out thinking that I'm wasting money when in reality it's just for things that I actually need. So it's totally fine. Now I do have an entry for shopping. I have 2 entries actually. I went to Target on Sunday and I think, yeah, this was $9.91, and this was actually for a pop for my boyfriend. He actually just started his like Funko Pop collection, and if you guys don't know what those are, they're just little like figures, and they have tons of them from like different shows, cartoons, movies, comic books, you name it. So my boyfriend decided to start collecting them, and he's even going to start making like videos on them, which I think is really cool. And we've been going like pop hunting is what he calls it. So I wanted to go ahead and buy him 1 pop just because I never buy him anything, to be honest with you guys, and he's always buying me food. So I decided to kind of feed into his addiction and new collection and bought him 1 pop, and that's what the $9.91 was for. And then I also did have to buy a birthday present for my cousin Sandra, and I got that from Sephora, and that was $21. That was definitely not a budgeted amount, but since I did have some shopping money left over, I decided to just put that into that and then just subtract the shopping that I would do for myself. So then the total for that was $30.91. You're looking at $30.91. And I had $48.07 left over, so we're gonna subtract the $48.07, and now I have $17.16 left over. I only have $17.16 left over, but I think I should be okay with that. I don't really have many things that I want to buy. I know Erin Condren just came out with a lot of new things, so I definitely want to save, if I can, this money to buy something from Erin Condren. I'm not quite sure about that yet, just because, like I said, I am going to a brunch today, so I definitely have to buy my friend a birthday present. Hopefully I can make it with this. I know I have a lot of makeup that's been gifted to me from different brands, so I could go ahead and use that, but I also want to get her one more thing. You guys will see all of those expenses for next week's check-in, so stay tuned. And then for unbudgeted, I don't have anything this week. I haven't had anything aside from the first week, as you guys know, from the glasses. So I'm going to put 0. And we already were over 100. It feels weird to be using a new pen. This is actually the Pilot G2. Can't find my Sharpie pens. I don't know where they're at, so that's what I'm using for today. I just don't like how it's a little different, but it's okay. So this is how my numbers end up looking like. I do want to go ahead and bring you guys to my variable tracker. So this is how my variable tracker looks like, and I actually do have an expense here, and the reason why it's here is because I bought some Etsy stickers from the shop Very Cute Designs, and it was $14.75. And as you guys can see, I have this whole spending tracker. And the reason why I put it in my variable income and spending was because I do have another source of income this month, and that is tutoring, because I am tutoring my boyfriend's younger sister. So I have been getting paid for that, and since that's kind of like my variable income, it's not my actual income, and it wasn't in my budget in the beginning of the month just because I started tutoring her in the middle of the month, I decided to put my expenses for that here. As well as eventually I will be showing you guys these Etsy stickers. Most of the stuff that I buy for my planners and stuff is to show you guys, so it kind of is a work expense for me, so that's why I'm putting it here and it's not going in my monthly bill tracker. I just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys about that because I have a new source of income, as well as I'm spending that specific money that I'm making for work related things like showing you guys on YouTube. And that is basically it for this week's weekly check-in. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please do let me know how you're doing in your budget this week. I am doing pretty good. I like the numbers that I'm seeing. I know I will go up, like I said, a little bit on my gas, and I was already over on my unbudgeted, but I don't want to like stress myself out about that because things happen all the time. And sometimes you have to drive a little bit more than other months, and that's totally fine as long as I do have the money and I'm still saving as much as I can, which I am. I am excited because next week I will be filming all of my budgeting videos for the month. So for the month of November, I'll be filming my sinking funds, my November budget, and I do, like I said, plan on filming a budget planner setup if it is that you guys are interested in that. So do let me know by commenting down below. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as well as tap on that notification bell just so you guys don't miss any videos from me. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.
You and I, we're always on the edge. We fight and make love at the same time. Would you break up just because I told you?